take a few minutes here to kind of talk about some interesting things I've recently seen in the world of technology. So, um, thanks for watching here. Has anybody here actually played Pokemon Go? I'm sure a lot of you have. Anyone here what's kind of recently happened or so in the last 2 years? So for those of you that don't know, Pokemon Go, it's a popular AR game, like an augmented reality, something that we've talked about a bit in this class. It's a mobile game. It's developed by a company named, I think it's like Niantic. Typically, players will explore real-world locations and take pictures and use their phone, like kind of geoposition, and capture virtual Pokemon. Sounds like a fun game, right? In the app, they have some clever things that you can do. You can purchase extra Pokeballs and things like that. So they're generating revenue through the use of this game. It typically uses the GPS of the smartphone and the camera, and the game overlays Pokemon into the player's surroundings. It encourages pretty much like outdoor activity, social interaction, and players can trade and battle and do all the nerdy Pokemon stuff at various landmarks in the real world. Sounds like a fun thing. So the big question here is, what is the actual product? Sure, the product you're looking at here is the Pokemon they're selling, all the different things that you can buy on the app. So they generate money there. Well, Niantic recently released a new thing. It's called the LGM. I'm going to read a little thing here for you. So the developer of Pokemon Go has recently announced the creation of a large geospatial model. This uses data from players who played Pokemon Go over the last 5 years. This AI model, it aims to enhance computers and robotics' ability to understand and interact with physical spaces. This potentially benefits fields like augmented reality, robotics, content creation, and anomalous systems. And it can use things for like self-driving cars and whatnot. The LGM is built upon Niantic's visual positioning system, which uses images from players' smartphones to determine location and orientation. So, over the last 5 years, Niantic has focused on building the system, employing a 3D map created from scans of various significant locations. These maps provide pedestrian perspective, including areas not necessarily accessible to cars. And then it goes on to say the development and the significance of this technology, implications of data usage and mobile applications raises important considerations about privacy and the future of technology. Now, I'm sure somewhere, not that I play Pokemon Go, but I'm sure somewhere in the Pokemon Go terms and user agreement that I'm sure everybody has to sign is something really cute and clever hidden about the ability for them to create this program, because nobody knew they were really creating an LGM. Nobody knew that they were really mapping your goings, where you're going, where you're coming, all the things, taking pictures and using these pictures for something. Everybody pretty much thought they were just playing a game. And that's that. So this is a very interesting instance of something that we've kind of talked about, where a company is using our data. Once again, it's like Target tracking our purchases. It's like our heart rate monitors, our watches, and making a product out of it. So when I say, like Facebook, for instance, if you can't identify the product that they're selling, the product's you. Once again, the product's us. So sure, they're making money on Pokemon Go. I bet they made a ton of money on it because it's a popular game. But the point of this whole program, this whole game, wasn't to play a game. It was to have us, the consumer, run around with our smartphones taking pictures of all these various landmarks. Now kind of looking back, not that I've ever played, but I know people that have, it makes sense. It's like, oh, these random locations like my friends would go to gather Pokemon. Like all these big landmarks or these parks and all these, these natural wonders of the places that you're going. It's this company literally just trying to geo-map the world. So if they want to get some good geo-mapping of a bridge, they'll drop Pokemon at various points in a bridge, and have us go there, walk around, so it shows all the foot traffic, all the variations, all the areas, and we're just taking pictures and we're doing the work for them. So how brilliant is this? I mean, short of it being a small invasion of privacy that we willingly, just gave away because we wanted to, gotta catch them all and get all those Pokemon. How brilliant is this idea? Instead of hiring people to go out to every single one of these places and paying employees to go map. Uh, they just had us do it for free, and we were kind of the unwitting participants. You see the Google car that drives around mapping everything. Well, how much money does Google spend sending around a car with a big camera on top of it, taking pictures of everything? Wouldn't it be simpler just to have Google make its own game where people go around and do it for it? It's an interesting concept to think about. Like, where does the role of privacy kind of come in? At what point is it, is it a little iffy? Like, to me, I mean, I guess we willingly sign up for it. I mean, how many of us have an iPhone that, we just scan through the iTunes user agreement, real fast just to get onto our, the next song, or to do all these things. So, like, you know, I, it's hard because if you want to be in this digital world, half the time you are kind of signing your various privacies and rights away. But it's also something just to kind of think about, like a greater reason for things like VPNs and all that to help maybe keep your information a little more private, even though I'm sure nothing that we do anymore is private. But just kind of think about these things next time you're playing on your TikTok and on all these random apps that map and track you. At least instead of clicking that always allow button when your phone is trying to get access to your pictures or your GPS, maybe click only when the app is running, and then at the end, after you get done using your app and fighting your Charizard versus whatever the Geico Mander that you're fighting against, whatever it is, turn the app off. Swipe up on that thing. I'm sure it's still recording data, but at least it makes you feel a little better. Thanks for watching this video. I just wanted to kind of give you guys a little food for thought about a story that I found really interesting recently.